Kusampola. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshops, Embassy of India, Thimphu, ICCR's Nehru Vamshu Culture Center, Yoga teacher, and KVSSN Murthy here. My true prayers to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties in the whole Bhutan. So before recitation, I would like to come to this important points called COVID protocol. So even though we are getting vaccinations, please always try to follow safe physical distancing or first priority, avoid crowding. When you are in the crowd or when you are in the shops or when you are in the malls, don't touch any surfaces, or if always try to carry your hand lotions, hand sanitizers, but give first priority to wash your hands with soap water. And do not touch your tongue for any region by for counting currency or for counting papers. And use double masks, also very good idea, and using a face shield also very simple but very best idea. And next one is respiratory hygiene. So in this segment we have three important things called throat gargling and the nasal oil applications, after that steam inhalation. So throat gargling and oil pulling or somewhat cleaning with the mouth also recommended. So you can use bearable hot water while using plain salt or like a estimadu powder, or you can use triphala powder to clean the throat. And coming to nasal oil applications, you can use plain cow ghee, or you can use anutaila, or you can use shadbindu taila, just one drop into the one nostrils, morning once, evening once, or at least morning once. But please remember this Nasa Chikitsa, when you know well about the administration of these oils, please use or please take good advice from your yoga teacher who have knowledge on these techniques. And coming to very important but very simple and very important technique called steam inhalation. Try to set your device just next to your doorstep. Like before you are entering into the home, try to refresh with this steam inhalation. Then after that, please go inside, because steam inhalation is the only one best way to killing the viral cells inside, which will be hidden inside the paranasal and parasinal cavities. So in a day, as per requirement, you can choose 5 times or 6 times or even 10 times also. But please remember, whenever you will take steam inhalation, 10 seconds to 15 seconds enough, and try to add eucalyptus oil or you can use azwain seed oil. And coming to like a cloves powder and honey, also good treatment in management of dry cough, as it is a preventive practice as well as it is a good practice to control the coughs. But please remember, when you are really sickness, first of all, do not opt any self medications. And our home is our our kitchen is our pharmacy. So try to see all these below ingredients must be equipped in your kitchen, called triphala, as well as Arjuna and Ashwagandha and Guruchi, as well as vitamin A, C and D zinc based diets. And next one is turmeric, cumin, ginger and hing, garlic, ilachi, coriander and local shilajit and local cordyceps. So all these are having good medical properties which will create a good balance inside the body for metabolic activity rate as well as for the immunity rate also. And please remember to take a kadachai preparation as well as golden milk preparations. Kadachai preparations will be good in the mornings and golden milk preparations good in the evenings. But please remember, when you want to take lemon related, citrus related diets, give at least 1.5 hour time to 2 hours time to take milk related items. And the Chyawanprash also very simple and important home remedy to create immunity. So it has basically 45 different kind of Ayurvedic herbs. Okay, now coming to recitation. This recitation again from yesterday's content called Bhastrika Pranayam. It's a kind of Bhastrika Pranayam, very simple and active pranayam to energize the body as well as to create immunity, to create balance inside in between the three doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, or internal wind, internal biles as well as internal glue. It is saying that Vata, Pitta, Slashma, Haram, Sariragni Vivardhanam, Kundali, Bodhakam, Kshipram, Pavanam, Sukadam, Hitam, Brahma Nadi, Mukhe, Samasta, Kapadyar, Gala, Nasanam. So like basically it is a pranayam. It is saying that how important the breathing technique. This technique itself will provide the kind of balance in between wind and biles and as well as mucus. And also it will balance the pranic pravaha channels also, energy pranic pravaha energy channels also. But not only people who wish to having this good health, but people who wants to do mantra sadhana or meditation or some any related practices related to spirituality or tantric practices, for them also Bhastrika is a recommended practice. So according to your free time, please interact with your yoga teacher to take good notes on the Bhastrika pranayam, how to do with bandhas, with retention techniques and some other techniques in the pranayam. So as we know that in this week we are seeing Griva Stamba or Griva Sandhivata or Griva Sandhigata Vata, called spondylitis or some so-called neck pains. So it is because of old age issues, and next one is improper postures and strain and overstrain, especially in the neck, and obesity in inactive life, and overloaded stress, especially neck region. As we mentioned that it's a moreover we can see the this kind of issues in the office goers as well as the people who are working in front of the screens. And it is also a kind of situation which will be happen the people who are living in the cold regions also. But here symptoms are common, very commonly we can observe that pain and inconvenience, and like shocking pain also, it's we can observe at the neck level. But please remember, when you have this kind of symptoms, immediately add a collar after taking advice from your doctor. So somewhat it will protect your neck from the many shocks and jerks. And also balanced diet is also very important, and stress-free life also very important. Like good sleep also requirement, to create we mentioned that good balance inside the body. And avoid sour things and over spicy things, and cut the carbohydrates and cut the salt levels in your food, and try to completely avoid physical exercises which will be related to weightlifting or which will be related to body fast movement. So it is not really recommended for the people who are having this kind of neck issues and lower back issues, and especially aerobics or jumps or dives or somewhat martial arts. So these are not really recommended, but swimming may be recommended, but according to your environment condition, swimming may be recommended. So Upasavana Chikitsa or somewhat treatments also available in the Ayurveda. It is through Ashwagandha or through Tripala or through camphor oil technique. In the practice of Kapifara Viti, Gugulu, so we have a simple technique called Simhanada or Tripala, Trayodasanga or Mahayogi Raja or Lakshadi Gugulu also available. Basically it will create a very good balance for the internal wind. And also we have in Ayurveda Chikitsa process, like clearing process, we have Panchakarma Chikitsa or Dhara Chikitsa, Patrapinda Sveda, Griva Vasti or Nasya Chikitsa, Nasya Karma, and Nadi Sveda, and then after that Vasti Chikitsa also available. So these are all some of the important yoga therapies which will clear the all impurities from the body, so that anyone can easily get strength and health and active and can lead active life. But from our class, today's advice is for these people who are having this kind of neck related issues or related who are at the age group of 40 plus or 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus, especially for the oldest people who are having this kind of issues because of overwind. We have simple practice called Vasa Vara Chikitsa. Vasa Vara Chikitsa. It is a kind of composition of nearly 6 to 7 different kind of Ayurvedic ingredients called 1 teaspoon hing and 2 teaspoons dry ginger powder or ginger powder, plain ginger powder, and 4 teaspoons of pepper powder, and 8 teaspoons of cumin, and 16 teaspoons of turmeric, and 32 teaspoons of what we call coriander plus added salt. Please remember 1 teaspoon of hing and 2 teaspoons of ginger and 4 teaspoons of pepper and 8 teaspoons of cumin and 16 teaspoons of turmeric and 32 teaspoons of coriander. So try to mix it properly with limited salt, and try to use this technique whenever you want to use this practice. So 100 ml of water and only 1 teaspoon of from this whole solution. So add in the water. You can drink it early in the morning, especially for the people who are having this kind of wind troubles inside. And when we are meeting here at the same place with the same content from Monday, we will see still more good applications in Ayurveda. Let's join to the yoga class now. Okay. So please remember, whether you are doing yoga practices or whether you are doing whatever physical practices, when you have neck strain or if you want to protect your neck from many jerks and shocks, please try to avoid fast practices, and please try to avoid the way of jumpings or the way of weightlifting, which can really causes the neck strain or overstrain on the body. Or take good advice from your technician, gym teacher or somewhat yoga teacher. So they will guide you in a very well manner. Okay, take a long, slow inhalation and exhalation. So before adding these yoga exercises in your regular life, it is always better to take advice from your yoga teacher according to your health condition, and you can take advice from your physician also. Okay, take a long, slow inhalation and exhalation. Sun salutation is our regular practice, and come to Pranamasana, spread your arms and Pranamasana above to the head, Kailash Mudra. Then slowly bring your Pranamasana down at your chest level. And here we have sloka and mantra chanting and bijakshara chanting. So according to your traditional belief system, you can follow these exercises or you can follow only practices, physical exercises. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tattvam Pushan Apavrunu Satya Dharmaya Drushtaye. Om Hram Him Hrum Hraim Hraum Raha Mitra Ravi Surya Bhanu Kagapushna Hiranya Garbha Maricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskaraya Namaha. Stretch your arms forward, lift your arms up once, completely pull yourself up and slightly put a back bend, or according to the body flexibility you can go for more back bend also. But please remember, when you get back to normal, try to avoid forward bend when you have issues at the neck or lower back pain or blood pressure or heart level issues. Then remaining people can completely bend the body forward and touch the floor or touch your toes, or keep your palms completely on the floor. Few seconds stay in this forward bend called Pada Hastasana. And right leg is your back leg called Aswa Sanchalanasana. Push your body forward and down, lift your chin up. And back leg straight on the toes and join your forward leg to back leg called Dandasana or Santulanasana. And very slowly, completely push the body down towards the floor called Ashtanga Namaskarasana or Sastanga Namaskarasana. And push your body forward as well as lift the body up called lifted head cobra posture, Bhujangasana. Completely push yourself up. And next exercise is semi-inverted posture as well as a slight forward bend, also called Parvatasana or mountain triangular posture. And right leg is your forward leg, Aswa Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up. And join your back leg to the forward leg called Pada Hastasana. And lift your arms up. Then very slowly and keep the body up called Hasta Uttanasana. Once completely pull yourself up and slightly put a back bend called Ardha Chandra or Ardha Chakrasana. And body straight and Pranamasana. Above to the head, Kailasha Mudra. And completely down your Pranamasana at your chest level called Anahata Pranamasana. Then lift your arms up with inhalation. And with exhalation, wide your arms. Then very slowly bring them down at your thighs. Then slightly wide your legs, and soon after your practices. So give a small gap for your healthy breath. And take a long, slow inhalation and exhalations. So today's practices is called general yoga class. Anyone can easily match your timings towards these practices. Okay, now coming to next exercise, just keep your both the legs down and stand on the knees. Okay, one long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. So here we will start our Ustrasana, that 3 to 4 variations, and properly adjust your legs and see your knees fitness and knees condition. When you have any knee issues, like try to wear a good kneecap or try to put some of the cushion items under your knees. Okay, this time just interlock your fingers behind the head and slightly or medium or deep back bend, and few seconds stay here. According to your flexibility, you can bend more also, but please aware of your fitness. 1, 2, 3 and 4, come back. Then after that, slowly keep your hands down, take a long slow inhalation and exhalation. Then here keep your both the hands on the waist, push your body forward, turn your elbows back and push your bodies for a more back bend and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and very slowly come back, release and relaxation. Once quick recovery time. And right, after that try to interlock your fingers behind the body, then try to completely pull yourself up and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and right, relaxations enough. And our fourth posture is actually posture called Ustrasana. Catch your ankle leg or heel or accordingly place your hands, then slightly or medium push your body forward for a back bend and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then slowly lean the body back, then after that lift the head up and relaxations enough. Then soon after these practices, then once take a gap for your healthy break and few seconds relaxations. And long slow inhalations and exhalations. Now we are doing our Cobra posture variations, Bhujangasana variations. Now here try to set your body down by turning your abdomen down towards the floor, called abdomen resting posture or Makarasana. So wide your both the legs and keep your both the palms joined under your right cheek or left cheek properly at them. Alright, slowly keep your both the legs together and hands together. Put your both the palms at your chest level. Alright, lift your chin up and lift your head up till your chest plate. Few seconds, lift the body and stay now. Throughout the practice, keep touch your throat, press your neck with your head. So here try to see that must be avoid overload at the neck level, so that use your arm support. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and then slowly come back, keep your head down. Then same here, slightly keep your hands back. And now up to your maximum level, lift the body up and throughout the practice keep push your body up upwards with the arm support. Lift your chin and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back. Push your body down and completely spread your abdomen on the floor and relaxations enough. Then after that, wide your both the legs and try to put your both the heels inside, toes outside. Again, join your both the palms under your right cheek or left cheek. Again, few seconds rest. Again, here also keep your both the legs together and wide your both the hands and rest your chin on the floor. Alright, interlock your fingers on the waist. Then try to completely lift your arms up. Again, slowly get back. Second count, arms up and get back. Last count, keep your arms up. And here also lift your head and few seconds stay here without giving more strain on the neck. 1, and this is what we call Hasta Bandha Bhujangasana or hand lock Cobra posture. So here at your convenient level and pace, try to lift your body up and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then very slowly release the posture. and relaxations enough. Slowly keep your both the hands down. Again turn them inside and under your right cheek or left cheek properly add and rest for a while. Alright, now this time turn on the back. Then here also once completely wide your arms and legs and rest your spine, rest your body, long inhalations and exhalations. Then here our last posture is like somewhat relaxation posture for the lower back, and put your both the legs together and keep your foot flat. Then after that keep your both the knees down on the abdomen and lock your both the knees. So when you have neck issues, no need to lift the head. But when you have no issues at the neck level, you can just lift your head up, called Pavana Muktasana, and stay here for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then slowly keep your head down and body down. Relaxation. And here last variation in the same Pavana Muktasana. Again keep your both the knees together and bring them on the abdomen. So here also interlock your fingers under the head. But when you have neck issues or any injuries or any accidents around the neck, so do not lift the neck. Remaining people can easily lift the neck with the arms, but throughout the practice no need to hold the breath in the posture. So completely lift the head up with breathe out. And without holding the breath, stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relaxation. Then slowly keep your head down and slowly keep your arms down and keep your feet down. Alright, relaxations enough. Then take a long, slow and a deep inhalation and exhalation. Wide your arms and wide your legs. Alright, both the legs together and both the hands together. Then towards your right side or left side, turn and slowly get up and sit down. So basically yoga is very easy and very simple. So anyone can start your yoga practices at any age group. So whatever your health condition will be, you can start your yoga practices at your convenient pace. Okay, now coming to pranayama practices. So try to sit conveniently on any convenient, comfortable surface with a good posture, any convenient posture. And here, before adding pranayama for our practices, so it is also a kind of mantra sadhan, sloka, bijakshara here. When you have traditional belief to chant all those things, you can chant or you can choose only practices. Alright, coming to mantra chanting. Om Kesavaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha, Om Narayanaya Swaha, Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyadham Asana Purvakam Pranayamadin Karishye. Om Sandhi Sandhi Sandhi. Alright. So in other words, it is saying that the practices in the yoga postures are pranayama or mudras, bandhas, kriyas, all advanced techniques and techniques in the meditation, dharana practices. All these purposes are, it is not only for our physical health or material wealth. So it has a definite goal called spiritual upliftment. So to reach that spiritual upliftment, one should be aware of the physical health and the mental health and social health also. Okay, coming to the actually practices. So today also we have two important practices. One is called Kapala Bhati, a Kriya Abhyas. and frontal brain cleaning technique. And next one is Surya Bhedana Pranayam, right inhalation, left exhalation. Okay, so coming to here also we have a text given in the Hatya Pradipika for the Kapalabhati. It is saying that Basrava Loha Karasya Racha Purav Sasam Bhamau Kapala Bhatir Vikyata Kapadosha Visoshini. So all from level or from related issues will be eradicated because of the simple Kapalabhati practice. But when you have any issues in the ears or eyes or any other issues, complications, take advice from your physician and yoga teacher how to do this Kapalabhati. And next one is Surya Bhedana Pranayam. So it is saying that Kapala Sodhanam Vata Doshagnam Krimi Doshahrut Punah Punaharidam Karyam Surya Bhedana Muttavam. It is clearly saying that Kapala Sodhanam Vata Doshagnam. So whatever the wind level errors inside the skull and face will be eradicated. And also Krimi Doshahrut means abdominal worms will be killed because of the simple pranayam. But the way how we are projecting it is a very important thing. Okay, keep your spine straight. To keep your posture straight, you can use your arms to hold your knees, or you can keep your palms turning, facing them towards the sky, and adding your index finger to thumb for your more awareness called a chin mudra. And also for the people who are having this kind of inconvenience at the backbone level, they can use wall or chair as a supporter. Okay, take a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. And here we have Kapalabhati, 30 strokes in 3 spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 inhalation and exhalation. And coming to second spell, starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again deep, long inhalation and exhalation. Alright, third, last spell we are doing, starting our Kapalabhati practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. One small break between your Kriya Abhyas, this frontal brain cleaning technique, to pranayama. And Surya Bhedana Pranayam. It's a practice called right inhalation, left exhalation. Throughout the practice, right inhalation, left exhalation. So basically it will generate somewhat heat inside the body. Okay, now here open your right hand last 2 fingers and the right hand thumb to close and open the nostrils, and turn your palm towards your face and head, and close your left nostril to increase inhalation with your right nostril. And close your right nostril and open your left. Complete breathe out with the left. Again right nostril inhalation. Left nostril breathe out. Right nostril inhalation. And left nostril breathe out. And 4th count inhalation with the right. And completely slowly breathe out with the left. So last inhalation with the right. And completely slowly breathe out with the left. Alright, then put your arm away. Again feel that inhalation and exhalation. So soon after your pranayama practices, when you know well about the dharana practices, or when you know well about the practices related to concentration called Trataka Abhyasas, please immediately perform those. And once you will totally finish your concentration exercises and dharana practices, and you can still give more time to do yoga nidra abhyas or power nap to regenerate the body. And once you will totally able to finish your total yoga workout based on the strength level and intensity in the practices, it is advised to give 15 minutes to half an hour time to take bath, and further 5 to 10 minutes time to take breakfast. But this time totally depend on the practitioner's strength. And in the afternoon before your lunch hour, try to see all the possibilities how to take a power nap to regenerate the body or to do more concentration to the mind to focus on your further works. In the evening, once you will be totally free from your affairs and activities, before your dinner time, try to see this possibility of giving half an hour time, taking half an hour time to do your self yoga practices, including back bending exercises, including inverted postures, and including pranayams also. And when we are meeting here at the same place with the same content at the same time on Monday, we will still more good applications in Ayurveda and still more good applications in yoga also. Thank you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thank you all.